Well, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass says she was not aware of the fire risk that eventually brought devastation to Los Angeles before she left for her trip for Ghana. You may recall that before the devastation of the Southern California fires, while that was raging throughout the California hills, their mayor Karen Bass was on a diplomatic trip to Ghana. She says that President Biden asked her to go. She was super excited to go, even though when she campaigned for mayor, she said, I will take no foreign trips. My business is in Los Angeles. Well, I guess she didn't really believe that when she was offered a trip to Ghana. Now her excuse is that these warnings were not communicated to her. Well, that excuse does not fly because the National Weather Service issued this on January 2nd. So does she not know how to read the internet? Again, this was January 2nd. She took off January 4th, and the fires did ensue on January 7th. Now here she's saying, oh, I just didn't know about it. It wasn't properly told to me, and then we didn't do the proper precautions. This was her on the local news watch.
To go to Ghana, which I know you've said was a mistake now. But I just am curious on the thought process behind it.
Right.
Because we know that there was warnings about the weather before you went, and you still went. What was the thought process behind going to Ghana?
So let me just tell you a couple of things. First of all, when the White House called and asked me if I would represent the president, I said yes. It was going to be a very, very short trip, over a weekend and 2 business days. We need to look at everything about the preparation and all of that for the fires, because I think when we evaluate that, we will find that although there were warnings that I frankly wasn't aware of, although there were warnings, I think our preparation, wasn't what it typically is.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. So she wants to investigate why she went to Ghana? That's basically what she's saying.
No.
I want to figure out, what led to the fact that I went on a trip. Like, I went to Ghana and my administration approved it and we planned it. And the planning that went into me going to Ghana and not being here, we need to investigate why I went to Ghana.
Well, look. Anybody can have a vacation. She could have said, I'm going to take a vacation to Ghana on my own time and put a deputy mayor in. That might have been valid, but she did not do that. She was acting in official capacity. And what she's saying is we need to investigate why I was not alerted properly. And again, I go back to the fact that we were all alerted by the National Weather Service 2 days before you hopped on that plane. Can we put that back on the screen, what the National Weather Service said? Look at the date stamp, January 2nd. It says, use extra caution, extreme fire growth and behavior possible. It says ready, set, go. They don't mean ready, set, go out of town. They mean be ready all the time. So if you know this, you might want to say, what can we do to prevent catastrophe? Can we send up helicopters to watch for any spark and put it out quicker? Can we protect our people better? No, she took that as ready, set, go out of town, I suppose. She does later in this clip say, I just felt so bad. I really felt bad. I just want everybody to know that I really felt bad. So I don't know if you forgive her for that. You can forgive her. Sure, be a forgiving person if you want, but I do not accept this excuse. And I don't think any Californians should.
So now she feels badly about it because when she was standing there in the tarmac or waiting in the airport and a British reporter was asking her specifically, like, do you feel bad about this? She just stared like a koala bear, like staring into space.
She didn't know what to say.
She didn't know what to say. She didn't say a damn thing.
Well, no, but at least she feels bad. She wasn't properly alerted. Now, in a clip I chose not to bring, there was another one where she was saying, Angelinos can go to this website, and she sort of fubbed the URL, which tells me maybe she doesn't know how to use the internet. So maybe she missed this. So what do you think she needs? Does she need cue cards, like someone to walk around to tell her what the news are? Like, what do we got to do, girl, so that you know the news that the rest of us know?
We need a ring girl, like in between the fights. We need
I was thinking
a ring girl
like,
to walk around.
Right, what Johnny Carson used to have, like someone who holds up the cards.
A cue card person?
So, yeah, something like that.
I was thinking a ring girl.
Of course you are.
I must prefer that.
Well, anyhow, you let me know if you accept this as an excuse. She didn't know. The rest of us could have known and did know because the national, I mean, I wasn't following this either, but I'm not the mayor of Los Angeles. And we see there was a warning somebody should have heeded. Turns out nobody did. Not a single dang person, Clayton.
Not surprising at all. A lot of people in the chat saying, yeah, LA is really far from Ghana. Why was the mayor sent to Ghana in the first place? She says the White House asked her, the Biden White House asked her to go to this. Well, I mean, if it was so important to the Biden administration to be at the inauguration of a new president in Ghana, do they need a local? Is there nobody else? There was nobody else diplomatic. We know that the Biden administration in the first few days of January was doing nothing but funneling tax dollars into NGOs in order to hide them from the American people. We know that now, right? Did they have to do this? I mean, was
the mayor of Cleveland wasn't available that weekend? Like
right.
What's with the random mayors? Like, that's not the State Department. Those are mayors.
Yeah.
They have a job to do at home.
That's not how this works.
You would be my ring girl.
That's nice of you to say.
Just gotta dig myself out of that one.
That's not what I'm going to be doing. Walking around with cards.
Actually, when you
that might actually get me to do chores.
If like you're like, hey, everyone come to dinner. Or if like the kids are at school or something like that, like, hey, it's I made a meal for you and I don't come. Like,
I'll just walk around in a bikini and high heels with it.
It's dinner time.
I'm gonna do that with your chores, like that piece of the wall that you need to.
I need to patch some drywall.
You need to patch some drywall. I'm just gonna walk into your office this weekend.
Drywall.
Patch the drywall.
Patch the drywall. I'll be like the road runner. Beep beep. I will be there.
All right.